Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ranwin Parked. This is episode 85 with your hosts, Conodger, myself, Kurt J. Mac, and ZK, and myself. Hi.
We're a five people crew here today.
It's something we're trying out.
Can you imagine how awkward we would be with 5 people here? We get like one more person on here and we just fall apart. We're just in shambles. So
it's sometimes pretty rough for the 3 of us, and most of that is my fault.
You guys are gonna have to give some news or something, because I just realized I forgot to turn on my remote. So you guys are in charge.
Well, I think Kurt went to a car show or something, didn't you? Was it Radwood? Or is that not
No,
yet?
Radwood is this weekend.
This weekend. Oh,
We're taking the hearse there. This last weekend was just some cruise-in car show that happens every week. It was a bit, how do I say this kindly? It was a bit out in the sticks. So, not my favorite car show crowd, I suppose. But there was a Panhard there. We did see a Panhard.
Yeah, I was going to say, there was a Panhard there. You're complaining about what was there?
Not what was there. Who was there?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
They had like a burnout pad.
Oh,
and
did the Panhard?
That's cool.
Did the Panhard do the burnout pad?
I don't think it would be able to. But no, it was just like a random thing. We just took the hearse. I didn't take the 280 or anything like that. But a lot of people curious about the hearse.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, you got to get the 280 ready to sell it, right?
This is true.
Yeah. He's replacing it with the 240.
Yeah. This is finally Kurt's seen the light, right?
That ad is still up.
That can't be. It's either a scam or it's already sold if it's still up.
Oh, yeah. I agree. If I see a 240 for sale for more than 3 days, I'm like, that's a scam. Speaking of scams, Random Park is a show about ads, apparently. So let's look at some. Like this Radwood capable 1989 Mazda MX-6 GT Coupe in very good rare condition for a Mazda MX-6. One owner, one driver, turbocharged engine, great acceleration, handling, and gas mileage.
Turbo?
I thought the same thing, ZK. I was like, really? I had no idea that MX-6s were even remotely interesting, especially the early ones.
Yeah, because they had the MX-3s with like the Turbo 4 in them.
But look, it has a turbo badge.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. I feel like you're thinking that there's going to be a gotcha here, but no, this is actually just a neat car. There's no gotcha. It's in very good, like remarkably good shape for its age. Still has the original, equalizer radio in it. Multiple keys.
Got the same shift knob everyone put in their car in the era.
Got the standard 5-speed manual transmission shift knob. It's a Mazda. Mazda never went
least
crazy.
It has a tack.
It does have a tack. It does only rev to 6, but I guess early turbo cars kind of were that way. It has a door sticker. Everybody break your neck.
How did you know what I was doing? Made in USA, what?
I think this might be a Ford.
Go back to the sticker.
Okay. I'm getting there.
Y? I think that is a US. I think is Y US?
It's got to be a Ford, right? Like this is actually
a probe.
But
is this just a Mazda probe?
If it is, then what a great thing, because A, it's not called a probe, and B,
but that's the best part.
It looks so much better. Like, I like the way this car looks.
But no pop-ups.
I don't care. This looks so much better.
It's pretty good.
It's very plain, but it's also just nice.
It's got the like late 80s boxy shape, but stretched out because it looks like a big coupe, which I guess is what it is.
The little babiest bit of wide body fenders too.
Yeah,
like just a hint. It's the LaCroix of wide body. But I do like it. It's a little pricey, I feel like, but it is also a rare, nice car.
Do we know what engine's in it?
I have done no research, but I'm assuming that our top research assigned Randwind Park member is hot on the case.
Yeah, just got it from the printer here.
Good.
From the front desk. It is the F2T Turbo inline 4.
Oh, so yes, it is exactly like a probe.
Yeah. Neat.
And yes, it is a joint venture of the probe, and I lost the rest of the data there. There was another car on the list, but
That's all I need to know.
the MX-6 626 and Ford probe, yes, manufactured in Flat Rock, Michigan.
Neat.
Call me a Ford guy, but I like it. I realize now the paint is a little faded on the roof, which is
Who cares?
just a bit sad. I thought it was in a bit nicer condition than that, but it is still like remarkably clean.
Offer him 5.
Okay, like you think I can just do that? It's got the the pump up seat thing there. Every 90s car has to have a pump up seat. I just think it's neat. It's a good Radwood car, and I think it's just a good car.
I wonder how many of those they made or sold.
Right.
Can't be many.
I don't know. They certainly made a ton of probes. I almost said a ton of probes, but that
Should that be the title of the episode?
it just felt wrong. I just think it's neat. If I was in the market for a neat daily driver, I think that would be right up in my alley.
So you're in the market for a neat daily driver, you say, Cone?
Thought you were gonna say probe. Oh, good.
No, just kidding. Yeah, I haven't had a good like a genuine Randwind parked in a while. So here is a 1969 Renault 16.
Mm-hmm.
For only $650. I have to read this one. An old Renault, not sure on year, been sitting for years. Still some good parts, don't know anything else about it. Pick up and renting. We'll need a wench and trailer to get it out. No. Title, bill of sale only.
Where do you get a winch?
A wench?
Where do you get winches
I don't know.
from?
The Renaissance Fair just wrapped up. I'm sure there's two you could. But yeah, here's a 69 Renault.
What a
That's
cutie.
been sitting in somebody's backyard.
It looks fairly complete.
I mean, completely one with the earth, yes.
Yes, it's got
It's
a
only
hubcap.
sunk it down to the rockers. It's fine.
It looks like a Dacia. I wonder if this is the Renault that became a Dacia. Oh yeah, look at that interior. That's totally A,
It's very
gross.
spooky.
B, yeah, I think I'm right. This is Dacia adjacent. Phew. Is that a Star Wars?
Is that a Star Wars?
Yeah, the headrest looks like the like one of the ones from Clone Wars, I think.
One of the aliens, yes.
One of the aliens.
Inspiration from George Lucas.
Yeah.
Spiders. Those are some thick webs.
This is an artsy shot.
I was about to say a very artistic shot. The hand-stitched leather. There's some double stick tape or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what that is.
Jeez.
All sorts of poops.
All sorts of poops, all sorts of webs.
I think that's a snake skeleton.
Probably. A very Renault dashboard.
Just, yeah. Here's all the information you need and some wood. It's remarkably not rusty for how in the earth it is.
Mm-hmm.
And for being an ancient Renault.
Protected by all the spider webs.
This side's gotten a bit in it, but still remarkably good.
Oh, yeah. So many
Weird.
pictures this person has taken for a car they're only asking $600 for.
They were also fascinated.
Cube
Tag.
93 FM. When was the last time that was relevant?
Not since I've been in Seattle, that's for sure.
I like the Renault backplate on that. It's pretty neat the way it's integrated into the hatch.
Oh, that's a weird hatch. I'm just now noticing.
It's also an angry butt. Just slightly angry.
Slightly.
Yeah.
Windy angry. Yeah.
It's like,
Why, yeah, you oughta.
I like
There you
it.
go. It's a thing. It's got
A horse.
A man
horse.
riding a horse.
I mean, that hood ornament's got to be worth $650, right? To like some Renault collector. Probably not.
In a world of infinite time and money, this is the kind of project I would like to tackle.
Ella swap.
Why are you this way?
However, well, I don't know. Cone would stay away from this because it has no
It has no title.
title. We'll sail.
I'm gonna get that Datsun this upcoming year. That's gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I forgot what I had already. But, what about...
Not these
This
things
thing.
again.
This is one of the weirder ones I've seen. It's a 2013 Ford F-150 King Ranch hunting rig.
Of course
For
it
only
is.
$46,500.
Of course it is.
Fully loaded ranch rig, ready to roll, just in time for fall. I guess. It's rainy season. This doesn't look the best vehicle for that.
It's it's got a windshield.
I guess.
And a
It's
roof.
got heated and cooled King Ranch leather seats, 5-inch suspension lift on 35-inch tires. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they rhino lined the whole thing, which
course.
is, our favorite thing that people do.
Is the roof standable, or is just the back standable?
I think just the
Oh, just that
back.
seat that's up there. Is that bench seat in the back still heated and cooled too?
Yeah, as long as you're going more than 5 miles an hour.
It's such a dumb thing, but it's done so very well.
Yeah, it's very weird.
But it's really
I
good.
think another thing, but like, so what's weird is it looks like they made it a unibody almost.
Right.
It just
Yeah.
looks like this weird, overgrown go-kart with an F-150 front on it.
This is your state. Like, don't look at me.
I don't know, man. I would say drugs, but none of them are legal here. I guess the top is just canvas of some sort.
They rhino lined the speaker covers.
They had to match.
Yeah. Yep.
Blame a cup holders.
Yep. 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 Oh God. Yep.
And the badges.
The patches. I guess if you're into this kind of thing, it's great, but like, I'm pretty sure you don't need this to go hunting. Pretty
But look
sure.
at how I don't know. I don't have anything to defend this. Just,
just-
like these
just-
straight
it's
box angles
Just
and
rich
it's-
people things.
Yeah, it's who wakes up and decides they want one of these? Like,
Rich people in Texas.
I guess.
Politicians
But an
in
EcoBoost
Texas.
F-150? It's not even a Cummins.
They don't care. Look at the road they're on. It's not even off road. Like, you could take a Prius down this road. Oh boy.
Yeah, and it's got like the dipper's lip in the rear.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Okay, I won't. But won't somebody worry about me? They do.
I told you I was concerned about you
You
today.
did. You did say those words. This, have we seen this before?
I don't think so.
No?
I've seen no. I saw something similar, but it's
Okay.
not this.
Camino sent this to me. He's like, I'm pretty sure this was on Leno's show. And he was like, I'm pretty sure you guys had it too. And I was like, I don't think so. It's a 1979 Honda Civic and a 1979 Honda Civic. As seen on Jay Leno's show, one of a kind has two engines. One is locked up. It turns heads and fun to drive. It can be seen at 5918 Troll Creek Road. So some dealership has somehow gotten a hold of this 2 front-ended Civic. That's the front end. There's an engine. And the interior is just fantastic, as they've retained the dashboard of both vehicles and have the driver's seat of both vehicles just, facing...
Oh, they missed an opportunity to have the other door open the other way. Or does it?
It does.
Like it does.
Yeah.
No, the handle.
Do they both hinge at the front or?
See the handle on that
No,
one?
yeah, it's right. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
No,
Good.
No opportunity was missed here, ZK. This is a full opportunity double front car. I don't understand. I guess they've locked the steering and everything on one of them because...
Oh, no, you just always need 2 drivers.
Right.
Crab walk.
So I think the fact that it looks like you could drive either way, maybe it used to be that way, but I have a feeling it is not that way anymore.
You can see one engine is locked up.
Right.
So it's really only just one Civic at this point.
At this point.
The fuel filters in behind the
right,
seat
there's
there.
just some fuel.
It's fine.
Because where would the gas
Splitters.
tank be, Kurt? Like it's. I'm sure
Did
it's
it
just
at one point.
Where's
feed
the
both
exhaust?
engines?
Oh no, where's the exhaust?
they just feed into each other, TK.
This is like Cat Dog all over again.
It's very well done. Like how they got the doors to line up, the frame of the door.
I'm nothing but impressed. But this is what started the war on drugs. this is where it all came from.
I always wondered with these types of things, like what are they? Because that's not the shape of the front glass. So do they cut it like that? But it's usually laminated glass. So what do they do there? Is it just?
I guess it's got to be a custom piece of glass, right?
I guess. I just always wondered that, like, from a, technical standpoint.
Right. Yeah, I always watched, what's his name? Full Custom something on Motor Trend with Ian. He always makes these, bizarre car creations. He always has windshields in them, but never shows where they come from or, how he sources them. That's the part I'd like to know. Because they're always
2 antennas?
strange. No, sorry.
Okay, so then that's the actual front.
That's how we will determine it based on where the radio is.
Thanks for that. So yeah, the gas tank is behind the other driver's seat. I don't know. Get out of here, Kurt. I skipped your whole thing.
Hey!
Hey!
You ruined
Hey!
it. I was going to be like, here we go. Now you guys talk for 20 minutes and I'll just take a nap.
All right, cool. Kurt, have a nap. This is a 2009 Volkswagen CC R VR6. Thoughts, ZK? Oh no, we've lost him.
It's a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Kurt was like, oh, I should just say this for the show because we talked about it for half an hour.
We did.
Because it's a weird thing that doesn't exist that is actually kind of cool, question mark.
Well, it's not only...
It's weird.
Everyone knows that I love the VR6. I think the VR6 is just a very cool engine, and pretty much any car that has it instantly goes into the cool category for me.
So I think the VR6 is a very stupid engine, which is amazing for a German car company, which puts it into the cool category.
That's fine. I'll accept that. But we both agree that the CC was one of the dumbest things that ever existed. It's just dumb and stupid.
Yeah, it's... Because didn't it stand for something coupe or something?
This was in the era when the Germans decided that the most humor they could come up with was, what if we just started changing the definition of coupe? Mercedes did it, Volkswagen did it, I'm sure BMW did it, but we were too busy looking at their ugly grills to notice. And I think BMW calls an SUV a coupe, now that I...
Yeah, they have a weird...
Anyway, let's not get into that rabbit hole. Anyway, the CC is basically an Audi that they put a Volkswagen badge on and charge as much as an Audi, but it has a Volkswagen badge on it, so nobody's going to care that you drive it. which is the only reason that you buy an Audi, because it has an Audi badge on it instead of a Volkswagen badge, and then they put an Audi drivetrain in it because it has basically the TT drivetrain, which is a Volkswagen drivetrain because the VR6 was a Volkswagen, and it's super boring looking.
And it's also a Jetta.
That too. I mean, don't get down that rabbit hole. Every Volkswagen is every other Volkswagen. Yes, my car is.
Well, no, the first year they called it a Volkswagen Jetta CC or whatever. But then they changed it to just the CC, which I can't remember any advertisements for. Like, every time I see one or see the badge or whatever that says CC,
Passat.
I'm like, oh, right. Or
It was originally a Passat.
Yes, sorry.
Passat. A Passat.
It's like, oh, right, that car existed.
Mm-hmm.
But also, from when we looked this up, it has like a one-off version of the VR6. It's
It has,
like the
it has the
3.0 or
3.6 VR6,
3.6.
which
Yeah.
was basically made for the SUVs. Like, it was basically made as the most punchy VR6 they ever made to have a little bit more oomph to move the big things. I'm sure the CC is heavy, so it makes sense that they put it in
but
this.
sure. But still.
There's a whole other thing about the VR6. It gets terrible fuel mileage.
I'll be the judge of that.
Are we
talking like 350 fuel mileage, or are we talking RX-7 fuel mileage?
Like,
I'm totally calling out Ant here.
the TT averages like 23,
Oh, that's pretty good.
but it only makes 5 more horsepower than the 1.8T TT. That hurt me. And gets 5 miles per gallon less.
Yes, but to be fair, the like small displacement turbo engines always cheat on the official
True.
ratings.
Also, barring all that, that is just an ugly car.
Yeah, no,
I don't think
was
it's
gonna say,
ugly. I think it's just very boring.
No,
Like,
it's ugly.
Just
I would
it
like to
shouldn't
agree
be
with you.
photographed from a low angle. I don't think is where it looks good.
No, yeah, they've.
I mean,
they've
it just
found
looks like a
its worst.
TT.
You. That's the. you're just being
Got 'em.
mean.
A little bit. Sorry, the rear is bad.
I like that they pulled some R badges off an R32. So
I was
they're
gonna say the rear.
they're
The
aware.
taillights remind me of like the R32 kind of.
They're
but
aware
It's not a good thing.
of the fact that this is the R32 drivetrain. Like, they're aware of that, even though it's not, because it's 3.6. But somebody bought this thinking they were cool, and here we are just laying waste to it. I still think it's cool because it's got a VR6 in it.
I don't think there's a manual version though.
No.
That would be the cool part.
Literally the only car in the United States you can get a VR6 of this later generation with a manual is the TT for 2 years. It's the only time they ever did it.
They didn't put it in the Golfs?
The Golfs were all DCT.
Interesting.
I also really hate that they always, after the first generation of VR6, they got rid of all VR6 badges and just called them V6s because it confused customers. Frankly, it confuses us too, but you know.
Okay, so I
still
just
think
did
it's
a little
cool.
bit of research, and the 1.8 turbo in the TT actually gets better gas mileage than we thought. Wait. No, hold on.
You should get like 29 average.
I was looking at UK.
Okay. Yeah, they're
But
flat.
real world usage is around 23.
I would be surprised by that, but I guess it's not impossible.
23, 24. For real world usage as reported by Fuely.com.
Okay. What's the VR6 say on there? Oh, good luck. The metrics for that is probably like 7 cars.
Yeah, I don't know if
It's probably not. You're only going to get that from me. 23.
Yeah.
And that's if
So
you're
it's
being,
probably not any different.
That's if you're being good. I have gotten it as low as 15.
Still a win in my book. Oh, why? Okay, I just have to.
Just get it.
Why are German cars always have little like globe-shaped coolant reservoirs?
Yeah, they all have this. It's pressurized too. I think that's why it's.
I know it is, and
sphere?
a sphere is the most like efficient pressurized shape, but it's also not necessary at all. So it's just.
I think it
a
is because when
little
I crack that thing open like a day after I've run my car, it feels like I'm like, you know, slow detonating a bomb. it's because it has like a
Plenty of
secondary release on that cap.
Anyway, let's move on. I don't remember what this is either. It's been another boring, weird car.
It's like the same car, just with an
But
L
nicer.
on the front on it.
A rare 2009 Lexus GS 450H. H being hybrid. It is a performance hybrid, a rare segment, which was meant to compete with V8s at the time. It's got a power mode, which gives the car instant torque, much like electric cars, and catapults the vehicle forward using its electric battery. Then gas will kick in.
Okay. 450.
Oh, I
does that
think I
mean
got this.
Oh, it's a 6-cylinder. I thought maybe this had like the one you see in it or something, but no.
No, it is the general Toyota Camry V6 thing.
Gotcha.
But I found this, I think, when we were looking for those, what's the most boring rare car you could find? But I think this is actually like just a nice car.
Hey, I was kidding. These look miles better than a CC.
Oh, yeah.
Not
And
fantastic.
I forget the specs on it, but they're actually not bad. And it's a big, good-looking sedan. And this one's in very nice shape. And they really didn't make many of them.
It is kind of a shame that nobody really pursued the performance hybrid thing early on. And now that they're doing it, it's kind of after the ICE has gone the way of the dodo bird.
Sort of. It's more like it's regulated to like cars that are over $100,000.
Right.
More.
If you buy a supercar, they use, hybrid drivetrains to make them even faster. But I feel like if Chevy had been able to put a little bit of an electric motor assist in a SS, a big V8 sedan, it would have made those cars just even better and made them, not just kill dinosaurs on the daily. But instead, it was just like, no, electric cars have to be ugly, little, tiny, aero-sensitive, economy cars that we charge $100,000 for. And it's like,
Did you need a hand, by the way, to shift?
You think that's like to keep people from touching it? Like they don't want people to wear. Okay.
It's just where they keep their golf glove. Glove? Yep.
Glove.
That's it. That's what I'm going with.
Other than that, this is just extremely boring car.
But nice, but in a boring way.
Kurt is very, very tired, ZK. Please do not make him look at this any longer.
Put him
I don't know. It
to sleep
seems
with a
very
nice Lexus.
comfortable.
Yeah.
I'm getting maybe a luxury car is what I need.
What's the sleepy equivalent of the vapors?
Is there any V8 hybrid that is not like that one Tahoe or whatever that was crappy? That isn't also like $100,000.
Right. I don't think so. I think they're all like hypercars. Yeah.
I'll leave that up to the viewers to
Yeah, I'm
correct
sure
us
they'll
on.
correct us. They'll correct us right into a 1971 Toyota Hilux.
Gotta buy it right now.
I don't like Hiluxes very much, but this 71 is just dorky enough to be attractive.
Buy it. Look, it's got a little ooh-ooh face on it.
You've heard of fender mirrors, but have you considered fender indicators?
Does it even have mirrors?
It does not.
You don't need those. You got indicators.
Yeah. It's a 71 Toyota Hilux. Was running and driving around in the yard when I parked it under my shed 2 years ago. Bought it from a guy in Arkansas because this truck is hard to find anywhere. Has typical rust in the cab. 95% of that was repaired with new metal. Swapped the drum brakes to the front discs from a 74. They got Moog from Mighty Car Mods to fix the front end. Have too many other projects, blah, 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 blah. And the tailgate was already like that when I bought it.
Passing the blame.
Uh-huh. I think the entire NASCAR field just went by my house. Very interesting. Still happening.
I can't hear it over this.
Okay, good. It's, pretty beat up, and it's not fantastic. And I like that about it. It's kind of like the right level of patina for me. They've gone in and fixed, the obvious holes that were in it, and kind of patched things up with some sheet metal. It's not fantastic, but it's better than a Powers weld.
Ouch.
We all need to see, though, what happened to the tailgate.
It was like that when I got it.
Yo. So it's funny when people do it, they take the sticker off. Somebody went through and cut out the embossed tailgate Toyota to just leave the yo, and that's impressive.
They couldn't be bothered to fix the rust in the floors.
None of that. Who cares about that?
Is it embossed or what's the other one?
Depost?
Xbox.
What means? Whatever. You're not the boss.
Also, all these little indicator lights that are just tacked on to this. I love all of that.
Reflectors, not indicators, okay?
Whatever. It's indicating that they're reflective. It's just such a cute face. I don't know.
Yeah, this has a very distinct face.
It's distinct. It's sad puppy dog. It's got fender indicators.
I thought it was cute spider.
What?
Sure. Don't worry about it.
It's cute. I like it. It actually has a title. I need it. Kurt.
Oh, this is me.
Yeah.
Hi. You know what we like to
Renault.
talk about here? Cars. How about a Le Car? Le Car. Le Car. A Renault Le Car.
Mm-hmm.
From
It means the
1978.
car.
It does
Yeah,
mean
the
the car. For $9,500 with sunroof. It was built with nearly every part in the famous and world-renowned, everybody knows, the Archer Racing Parts catalog.
Like the TV show.
Complete Coney suspension kit Momo.
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 I don't think we've had a Le Car on
I don't
here
think we
before.
have. I do not think we have.
Here it is.
Can we not
I only
again?
learned of these thanks to the original dang nuts. What's the name of the show? The
Archer?
that show.
18?
The A-Team. Yes, thank you. We were watching through the original series of the A-Team, and
Wait.
the plucky reporter
Yeah, I can't
in
decide
one
if it's a
episode
Starion
got a
or a
brand
7
new
or
Le
whatever.
Car.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
that's not what I'm looking at.
sorry.
I'm looking at that it might actually share wheels with a smart car.
Because they're 3-lug? They're 3
Looks
lug.
like 3 lugs to me.
Mhm.
Look like it.
Yep. Sure. Oh, sunroof, huh? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
California top.
I mean, it is neat. Like, it's a little
Le Car by Renault.
rally card up. Yep.
That's the shift knob.
Those are floor mats from AutoZone. That's an engine, I guess?
That's an engine
think-
taken from a very weird angle.
Yeah.
How many cylinders is that? I see at least 3 tubes.
This exhaust routing is interesting. Definitely goes forward.
Yes. And then
The
to the
car
fender.
definitely travels forward. Got it.
Weird. Is it 4 cylinders? Yeah, it's 4 cylinders. Okay. That's a lot of radiator hose, too.
Very
That's
proud.
a whole lot of hose. Ah, the golf cart mirror. Marky Bingo cards.
I appreciate the A-pillar gauges that you can't see because they're pointed at the ceiling.
They're pointing at the ceiling. He's gonna be like,
Oh, it's an
it
RX-7.
It was an RX-7. Okay.
They make their mistakes.
Yeah. That is a car. That is the car.
That is
I
an
think-
car.
I like the offset hood scoop. I think basically what would make or break this car is what it sounds like.
Agreed. And I don't think it's gonna be good. I'm afraid to say. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
And here's a bunch of parts on his shelf
Oh boy.
for things that he decided to include in the end.
I see RX-7 parts in there. That's the factory air cleaner.
I see a sniper kit.
Where do you see that?
Down
yeah, right down the middle. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lots of axles.
Jeez, why so many axles?
It's such a powerful Le Car. It's snapping axles.
I guess.
And transmissions.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like 5 transaxles.
Who would have 5 transmissions for one car?
Who
would do this?
It's not even in the rafters.
You make me feel bad anytime you bring that up.
I'm sorry.
Someday she's gonna sell that house and they're gonna do an inspection and they're gonna be like, ma'am, we're gonna need you to remove the transmissions from the attic before you can sell this house.
Added value. Have you seen what they charge for those nowadays? And I figured we should get back to our regularly scheduled program of these things.
Why?
This is a 1948 Stinson 108-3.
Did anybody die in this one?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But there's also, unfortunately, no tail numbers or anything, so we can't look up the history, which was I was hoping for. But it's got a Franklin 165 engine. It includes the wings that are not pictured. Look at his delivery available.
Good.
This is my favorite shot of this plane because it looks like it's made from leftovers of a barn or something. But I also have this tiny, you know that like Call of the Void? It's like, bet we could make it fly.
No. Don't you remember watching that Nova episode with us? It's a terrible idea. Don't do it.
But the wings are included. I'm sure it's airworthy with this.
I like thinking that it's here because it like crash landed here. Like that clearing behind it is where it landed.
It's like ran one part, but it just landed here, and then they built their like house and everything because they're like, well, I guess we're here now.
Crashed when flew.
Crashed when flew.
FLU.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is this Texas?
It's a thing.
It's got to be Texas. I don't know.
I think it wasn't Texas.
Southern Yellow Pines. So yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Here's the interior, which
Hate it.
I mean has most of the gauges still there
Hate
that
it.
look like pasted on toward. It looks like they took the gauge cluster. There's probably a term for it.
Yeah, the
And-
instrument panel is out of something else.
Yeah, and they just kind of like grafted it into this thing. There's cowling, and oh look, there's no floor. Like I'm telling you, this would be
A hang
fun.
glider.
Yeah.
No windscreen or anything. We can get this in the air. It'd be
Could you
real
just
fun.
like Flintstones this into the air? Like, just pop your feet out
Or
and get
what's
running?
the? What are the rules for the? What's the Red Bull thing called? Flutenberg or something?
Flintog?
Flutenberger, the fluke dog.
Flintog. The Flutenberger.
Flutog. That's right. Sorry.
Are you?
No.
All right, we've got a special guest presentation today. It's the Powers Find.
Hello, Powers. You've been here this whole time.
I guess he's a little shy. Well, as you know, Powers has been looking for a ramp truck hauler situation for the racing Jeep that he bought, which is still just the dumbest words that anybody can say. And he sent us a new one. He sent us a new mistake to make. It's a 1983 Chevy car hauler with 3XL and 185-inch wheelbase.
Very rare.
This truck is a beat. It's ready to work. New plugs and wire. New manifold. Newer tires. Newer brakes. There's more to be said about it. But it is, despite looking like an ambulance, it is actually a quote-unquote ramp truck. But the ramp is very short. It's kind of it was like a middle ground of like what is a ramp truck and what's a flatbed. And this one is both. but somebody has made a like enclosed trailer part for it. It's a square body Chevy with the not bench 3-seater layout. It's probably the best thing Powers has sent us.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, do it.
Well, I believe it was about 9 a.m. and he was like, he sent the link followed by, oh no.
Oh no, yeah. Yeah. Very fantastic ad too, with like the pictures of pictures that are screenshotted on phones and all like garbage. Car trailer, oh wait, no. Airbags, compressor ramps. Brakes, runs, and drives perfect.
Prefect. Prefect.
Car trailer, car hauler, box truck, American made beast.
That is the search term. That's how they found it.
Yeah, that's how Powers got there.
That's weird. I usually get different results when I search that.
And insert video here. You didn't do it, Si. Listen, it didn't do the thing in time. You guys aren't going to be able to listen along, but hopefully you downloaded it and have the ability to, but the audience will listen along.
Hello and welcome to the newest installment of Powers Does Dumb Things.
Powers, that was very loud.
With my new square body covered Ram truck. It's got a 454 big block, automatic trans, forget which one, probably should figure that out. For covered Ram truck, it's really...
I have to pause for a second because I need to ask ZK. When you first saw it, did you think it was double dualies?
I think so.
Okay.
But it was more of just like why is there a third axle? I didn't think much
You didn't put too
beyond
much thought in
pretty
it. Okay.
small for a covered ramp truck. It's only got an 18-foot bed. Has a helper axle, as I'll show later, which is kind of odd. Overall, really neat truck. It was an Ohio truck, as best as I've been able to determine from talking with the guy I bought it from. It's got your normal square body rust and the door frame. Nothing too terrible, but definitely needs some work.
I'll note Powers just said the words, "It's got some rust, nothing too terrible," while ZK slowly weeps.
I'm just
Got a
trying to
little
be
rust in the
polite.
floor too. Not bad for one of these trucks, really.
Did you ever look at the floors on my truck?
Something discovered is there's an
Try
air
not
tank on the
to.
other side of this
These
wall.
are things that I don't want.
These bolts used to hold it in place, as well as I have some of these that will need to be replaced. It's got a bunch of little things that need some work.
That's such a Powers approach.
Probably could use new bracketry on all of this and some rust repair. Dually in the rear, and here's the helper axle I mentioned. Rides on airbags. It does have brake line or brake drums on it. I don't know if they're actually run. I think they are. It looks like they are, and it looks like there's an e-brake run to it as well. So could be good.
I've never seen that. I've looked at a lot of Ram
Awning
trucks
on
and I've
either
never seen
side
that.
for providing
Yeah,
shade.
it's so weird.
The door latch is very secure currently. There's the bed.
Yeah,
Overall,
the ramps on the
pretty-
ramps.
pretty neat rig. Like I
I
said,
guess-
18-foot bed.
No, Power, stop moving. So I guess the original... this is all made at one time, I feel like. I don't feel like this... He thought this was a Hodges bed that somebody converted. I think somebody made this all in one go. And then had to, like,
Maybe.
make some changes to it here and there. But you can tell that this is the second hump for the second axle. So that's why
Yes.
the ramp doesn't go back very far. Like, usually the ramp would be... The dovetail would be much
Yeah.
further back. Like it is here. And and then like the cutout in the middle for the, long ramps to go into, and then somebody tacked on these to make the approach angle better for whatever it was made for.
Whatever, yeah.
It seems very purpose
18-foot
built.
bed to the winch. When it's done, it'll be a really cool project. Very neat. It was definitely specifically built for something. Like I said, it's really small for what it is. Pretty darn low. Renegade barely fit in it
Gotta
when
talk
I picked
about
it
that.
up.
You gotta talk about what?
How I don't think we have a picture available. But
He
we
did
could get
post,
one.
Yeah, he did post one picture of it. So yeah, he drove to look at it in his Renegade, which was in the background there. Bought it, loaded up his vehicle into this, and drove them both home.
Yeah.
And that's just a ballsy move. I'm impressed.
Yes. So like I think I said said like, oh no, at like 9 or 10 a.m. or something, and then when we saw that picture, it was at like
yeah.
9 or 10 p.m.
Look on this
same day.
new
Yeah,
adventure.
there it is right there.
And here's majority of
Look away! Look
Door
away!
I'm closing my eyes.
and the truck, about a fist worth of rust.
Thankfully, it's a Chevy. You can buy all these parts.
Worth of body gone. Good. Interior's pretty darn clean otherwise. Looks pretty nice. I don't know if that's typical for 80s. I don't know. It seems almost like a 90s interior to me, but
I think that's original seats and
I'm gonna do
everything.
this one-handed.
It's got the burn you seatbelts.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, 454 big block. Carbureted.
I'm gonna say this right now. You know what's really nice about
Got
Chevys?
AC in place still.
He
still
opened the
works,
hood,
Not very good.
and we
It
instantly
needs
knew
some
exactly
seals
what
and
engine it
charge.
was.
It's
Instead
all
of,
there.
oh, it could be this,
Little
this, and
things
this,
in
or
here like
that.
brake booster or master cylinder probably could
I think that's
use
Hydro Boost.
replacing and some other odds and ends.
Hydro Boost
but
confuses me.
What's
overall,
Hydro Boost?
Really clean truck. Really happy I bought it. And
Instead of a brake booster,
looking forward to
you-
what kind of
it
adventures I
uses
can have
the
with it.
pressure off
besides
of
the one of
power
buying it
steering,
and
basically.
driving it home
Ew.
the day I bought it with the feet in back. That was an adventure in itself.
Oh, I
but
see. There's power. Yeah, there's power steering lines going up to the back of the
Yeah.
passenger. I never knew that. Never understood that. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
Anyway, that's the new purchase.
So yeah, there's what
New
fit
round
inside of it.
Stupidity.
Hopefully, I put that picture
And
in. I have so much time to edit.
join me as
It's
I
10 p.m.
continue to make poor life decisions.
Thanks, Powers, for your
Thanks, Powers.
on-the-scene reporting of. I can't get rid of Powers. You're stuck looking at Powers now. Sorry. Of.
It's okay. Everyone appreciate his bow tie.
Oh, of course they did. Honestly, it's very cool. It's going to be only very cool to a very small subset of people, but to those subset of people, that's very cool. It's,
Yeah, and for what he wants, it's kind of perfect.
yeah,
It's just-
it's not as nice as I thought he would end up with something. Like I thought he would end up with
Yeah,
something
true.
much more modern than that, but it is probably the best case scenario for an older ramp truck style vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
I do hope that the truck fits in it properly. That's one thing I haven't
should.
asked or really. I mean, if his Renegade fits in it, it should, but that truck is long.
It's not that long though. It's a single cab. It's not that long.
We'll see.
Maybe he'll have to make
tuned.
another addition to it.
It is also very low. Like he's gonna have an interesting time, I think, loading the race truck because there's so
He just
much that
needs,
hangs very, very low.
Race ramps, trademark.
Yeah, race ramps and and then put bags on the other axle too, so you can just lower both back axles down.
Yeah.
But there you go. There's the conclusion of Powers looking for a hauling vehicle, and he did it. And he ended up with something so much better than the crap he found in Florida.
Yeah.
So much better.
That crap in Florida was a lot cheaper, but
It
it
was
is so
crap.
much better.
It was just crap. That was a nightmare. This is like a bad dream, not a nightmare.
Speaking of bad dreams,
Speaking of bad dreams,
Kurt
I'm
fell
awake
asleep. Oh,
from
okay.
one now. I figured it was my Renault episode. So how about another weird Renault?
Can we
that
say
I
it Renault
found.
one time just to really anger
Renault. 97 Renault Spider
Cute.
with original 11,000 miles.
Cute. I have never seen this vehicle before in my life.
Neither
don't
have
think I
I,
have
and that's
either.
why I brought it too. It's pure driving fun, I've heard.
Okay.
It was originally conceived as a cup spider for racing. Futuristic body, scissor doors, no
What
windshield. This one does.
Oh.
Aluminum frame,
All right.
mid-engine,
All right.
2 liters,
All right.
stabilizers, text,
Okay.
so much more text.
Uh-huh.
Yellow, let's look at it.
I just need- yeah.
147 horsepower.
That seems good. It's like an
For
Elise.
how
very-
small and yeah, it's probably like it looks a lot like an Elise, like in
Yeah, there
function.
was like an Elise cup too. Like there was an Elise that was like less Elise.
Less Elise.
I mean, it was more of an ownership experience. It's very neat. Why is it here? And why have I never seen one before? Also, that is some raw welds in there. Like, this looks more barn made than an Elise does. Like, this is bizarre.
Weight
And,
savings.
and then it's got like an economy car steering wheel on it. This is weird.
It's very weird. It's got an airbag for some reason.
Of course it does. Huh. What a frunk. Some kind of Renault engine.
RC shot.
Why did
That
we... Whoa.
is redacted.
Yeah, why was the Renault part redacted here?
Oh,
It's also flipped.
yeah, this picture is flipped.
Oh, maybe
2.0.
they did that because they were like, oh, people will see that this image is flipped.
Oh. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. That's a good point.
I like the headers. They're like the 2 into 1 into... or 4 into 2 into
Tri-Y?
1. Yeah, I don't know what to call them.
Yeah.
They're neat. Very
Uh,
full length.
Push rod suspension, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Gosh, this thing is like, go back to that last shot.
Artsy.
Art. Oop.
Just looking at the way some of the stuff is constructed, this is not just handmade. This feels like almost one-off level made.
Yeah.
Like some of the way this bracketry is welded onto here feels very like, and here?
Is this a good spot?
Yeah. Huh. I'd drive it.
No, it looks like a ton of fun.
How much money was it?
They
So,
were
I was
asking
gonna-
like $68,000.
They asked for $68,880, and they could have asked for $69,690.
Right. Missed opportunity.
Missed. Yeah, it was so close. It was just almost.
Outer
Says
skin of the
skip,
Spider
skip.
is made of GRP. Oh, so it's
1,800 were
Quite rough.
produced through 99.
Wow.
It has the 2-liter F7R that makes 148 horsepower.
I'm intrigued. I like a lot of things about it. I would never actually own one because it's so much money, but
I would like a go in one.
yeah, for sure. What a lame looking dealership this thing is at too.
I know.
What are those Land Rovers? I was trying to figure that out.
Yeah, some kind of Land Rover.
Wait, it said it was a. I thought it said mentioned the dealer. It's
And this is in the United States of A.
This is in the United States of A.
Crazy. I mean,
with the Denmark.
are we
plate?
sure it is? Because all of these things around it have
Oh.
Euro
Is that a
plates.
Renault dealership?
That is a European plate.
And everything around it has a European plate.
Wait a minute.
Are we being bamboozled? But it says miles.
Have I been bamboozled?
Go more pictures. Let's look at the other cars around. Or
Those are Renaults.
those,
right?
yeah. Or
Modern?
are these old pictures?
Right.
Maybe.
and like they bought it.
Are we being swindled?
I think we're being swashbuckled.
Swashbuckled. Well, there's an episode title. Could you please spell that for me?
The ad is still up. It's listed in California,
Okay.
outside of LA.
All right.
They're saying right here, no gimmicks.
Uh-huh.
It's not a
It's
scam.
custom cleared and duty paid.
Okay, but these are not modern pictures. These are pictures from Europe.
Oh, I see. Yes, this car is currently in transit from Germany and will be in LA in about 8 weeks.
Gotcha. Okay.
Not at all a scam.
Nope.
Pay for the car now, and we promise it will be
We
here.
promise. We promise. And we promise that you'll be able to register it. For sure.
Not in California, though. They definitely say that.
Okay.
Because it can't be smogged.
Just take it to Florida.
Yeah.
So much like our my last entry into this episode, where it's just basically cobbled together mess. What about this? It is a 1983 Chevy Silverado. That sounds very familiar.
Mm-hmm.
Not for the faint of heart. That's always a good sign.
Oh, no.
Fiberglass front clip,
Oh, no.
90s International. I
What?
think the timing chain is broke, spins over, no compression, new distributor, and plugs and wires, blah, 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 blah. Camper trailer with queen size bed. Or, oh, he's looking for a camper trailer with a queen size bed with walking room around, or whatever.
Okay.
So, can you describe what you're seeing in this picture?
Chevy C10 with some Chrysler Wingadinga wings on the bed. Many badges.
All of the badges. It gets better.
I'm seeing a lot of Arkansas, which is understandable.
There's cowbell. That's always a good sign.
Light bar, moon visor. These are called something. We have these here too. They're invasive. Kurt, get the girlfriend on scene. What are these things called? Oh, it's a school bus for now. Oh boy.
With your
It's a
Cobra
Shelby
and Johnson
Cobra.
badges.
Yeah. Can't
And
believe
the,
Shelby would put his name on this.
What is that hood ornament? Is that like a...
I have a comment about something on the front of this that I need to make after the show, so please remind me.
Okay.
All right.
Is it the fallopian tubes? Yeah, this is a thing apparently. I don't have much more information than what you're seeing. I guess they put a
Clamshell.
bus front end on
Mm-hmm.
a C10 or whatever this used to be, and then a lot of extra stuff.
Yeah.
All the badges that they stole from the same junkyard.
Yeah.
The fact that this isn't your best find has me concerned for
Yeah.
my chances this week.
I went real easy on best find this week, and I'm glad about it now.
I do appreciate the little wires they have that keep the front clip from just falling all the way over. That's a good...
Hey, this
Good
thing
touch.
this thing is highly engineered. Well, now it is time for the best finds of the week. Good luck, Kurt. I'm just gonna can I delete my ad now? Last episode, Kurt had what somebody thought was a cool hearse HHR. I had what somebody thought was a cool science project. And ZK had a fire. Is that a Supra? On fire?
Why is there a blinking cursor?
Yeah, who's
What?
Who's typing?
who's typing next
What?
to the flaming?
I don't see
Supra.
this.
There's definitely
Oh, it
somebody's.
sure is. Yeah, what is going
Wake up,
on?
Neo. You are in the Matrix.
The Abomination got 62% of the votes. ZK's Fire got 27%, and nobody liked the hearse. As
Man,
if- It wasn't a hearse.
yeah, they're short-lived hearse bubble burst. The Hearst bubble burst.
I haven't
Burst.
seen anyone post anything about Hearst since last week. So
Going on with the poll.
I was about to say, everything's breaking here. We got cursors.
Or did some people just say nothing won? So they voted for this mysterious, like...
I abstain.
Present.
Yeah. I voted that you all had terrible things. I should put that as an option, like nobody had a best one.
Well, then everybody would choose that.
True. True. So I found the best paint job that I've ever seen. I actually didn't put the ad in. That's amazing.
You didn't say delete it.
Present. All right.
Kurt, what do you have this week?
What do I have? I also have, wouldn't you know, a Chevy S10. But a 96 Chevy S10 pickup for only $6,000.
Oh,
Also,
no.
apparently, just a mishmash, a parts bin, what do you got in the refrigerator? Put it together, and we've got a rat rod. It's all S10 running gear, 4-cylinder, 5-speed, good tires, lights all work. Title is an S10, an S10 VIN with the original dash.
S10. Who's Eston?
Yeah, no, this
No.
is something that should not exist.
No.
It looks so sad.
It's very sad.
Please kill me.
Yeah.
Also, apparently being held in by wire is the headlight
fishing line.
arrangements.
Oh.
So I had an interesting run-in this week with the North Carolina car inspection stuff. Having lived in Florida my whole life, of driving age, I never had to deal with vehicle inspection. Had a little bit of trouble getting the TT to pass inspection, and it was a little bit of a frustrating process. But through all of that and like all the drawbacks of it, anytime I see something like this, I go, you know what? Car inspections are okay.
No, these are a lot of the cars around here. I'm starting to think, like, it's tough out there, everybody.
Yeah.
People are on tough times. Sure,
Right.
you can't fix your front bumper
Right.
or your
Sure.
shattered windshield
Yeah.
or your missing windows, mismatched tires.
Right.
However,
There comes a point.
there comes a point, yes,
You are a danger to society.
and yourself.
And
So
is that.
unfortunately, I also saw this at one of the cruise-ins we went to.
Oh, no.
And I did not get a
No.
picture of myf with it. I should have done that.
that
I
would've
would've
been amazing.
bamboozled you all.
You should have gone to like the front and then took a selfie making the same face.
Oh, I exist.
Also, I'm stealing control. That's a nice Scout there in the background.
Oh, yeah. Well. You're out here scouting.
Mm-hmm.
That's real bad.
Yeah. That even the handmade toolbox in the cargo area bed or whatever is awful. Like,
Yeah.
it looks worse than the like bring your kids to Home Depot on Saturday.
And of all that, though, the worst part about this is the factory S10 dashboard sitting inside of this thing.
Yes.
That's the worst part about it.
Is that
I take that back.
a
It's
Dragon Ball shift knob?
It's the camo covered S10 seats that are the worst part.
But you have a nice comfy pillow for the driver.
You can see over your fancy S10 dash.
Oh boy,
Pretty bad.
it's pretty bad.
So, I had the C1030, whatever that abomination was. But my actual best ad of the week is something that I've been going back and forth on since I found this.
Okay.
A one-of-a-kind Hot Wheels 1966 custom convertible Corvette convertible.
All right.
And I kept going back and forth, and I think I finally settled on, I think this is actually cool.
I need some time.
Growing up who had Matchbox and Hot Wheels, here's your chance to own one like you dreamed of as a kid. 66 Hot Wheels Chevy Corvette custom convertible. Receive complete restoration in 2017. Blah blah blah. It's got a bunch of stuff in it. Over 120,000 invested.
All right.
But I think it's really well done, and I think it actually looks cool, and it has a blower on it.
It's improving by the moment.
And like the interior's nice, but it's all like completely custom. Like I don't think there's any Corvette that came with like a double hump.
Oh yeah, they did.
interior like that.
The dash
Did
is
they?
right. Yeah.
Okay.
The dash
Well,
is
it looks
factory-esque.
very custom to me.
Okay.
Got all the color matched engine bay, but like in a good way.
Right. I need more view. I need to see more of it.
Yeah, there's not a lot of great overall pictures of it.
Right.
He just finished washing it.
Should have used some Lunagen on that thing.
And the taillights are interesting, but I think they fit the aesthetic, and it's got that, like the whole rear clip is custom. Like it's got the integrated
it's meant to look like the Hot
thing.
Wheels car.
Yeah. I don't have a picture of the Hot Wheels car it's supposed to replicate, if there was a specific one.
I think so.
I guess why wouldn't they?
It comes with
Right.
a hard top.
I like the hard top winch. That's cute.
It's actually, like I saw this, I was like, you know what? That's a good idea.
They have an ATV winch mounted in the ceiling and a little, bracket system to pick up the hard top. It's pretty good. That's pretty good. The gauge cluster, I always feel a little about that kind of stuff.
At least it's just like normal
Yeah,
Auto Pro or
it's not-
whatever.
gaudy.
Yeah.
But it is a Hot Wheels car, so it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
I'm on team. I like it, and I think that's because I don't really like this era of Corvette that much. So, to me, this is cooler. It's nicely done. It doesn't look botched together.
No, and like when I first came across it, and I had been sitting on this for a couple weeks.
And then
And
you
I was
bought it.
like, no, they wanted way too much money. But I was going to make fun of it, but then I decided that I liked it, and it's weird because it like grew on me, which is not something I expected. Like,
I haven't heard much of a.
I think as long as you have this and don't take yourself too seriously, like if you don't go to the car show and sit in your lawn chair,
if you don't have a
with your
mirror under it at a car show with a
and you
creepy
have
doll
one of
on it.
those information plates with
Oh,
pictures of it
like
in
a
magazine.
threefold.
Yeah.
I need the Kurt J opinion before I can finalize my opinion.
It's
Yeah.
it's weird. I don't like the swoopiness. And I would appreciate it more if there was an Hot Wheel toy
Right.
that I could compare it to. I'm even like looking for like blue Corvette Hot Wheel car, and there's nothing that even looks remotely similar. It looks a little bit like a tame version of those Hollywood like Death Race 2000 cars that I
Right.
found,
Yeah.
just with all the fiberglass and the flares and the extra wing on the back sort of look. But yeah, I don't particularly care for this generation of Corvette either.
I
But
think the one
yeah,
that
I
it's
mean-
kind of look at Stingray Hot Wheels. I think that's the one they're kind of going for, and it's like vaguely similar, but definitely not a 1-for-1.
Yeah. I think when I found this, I tried to look for it too, and I didn't find anything that was like, oh, it's this one.
It's just,
But it does look like a
in the
Hot Wheels
style
car.
of- you're right.
And I think if you go to make a car look like a Hot Wheels, even if you're not trying to replicate a specific one, I think it achieves that goal.
Right. I have
yeah,
And-
there are like I've seen like Hot Wheels themed car shows. I don't know if they're put on by Mattel or whatever, but this is what that is for.
right.
It seems, and not much else, unfortunately. Like to me, or you could just like drive it around and be it, like you said, just go to car shows and not have a placard or one of those weird peekaboo dolls and That would be fun.
A what?
The peekaboo dolls. Is that not a thing down south?
It is. I just forgot
Okay.
what they were called. I'm looking for. I'm just trying to find an
They're
image.
not a
so
thing
I
in
can,
Texas.
I can cover the screen with so that I can find my ad real quick.
Oh, he wants to be part of the competition.
Oh, but he said he wanted to lead his entry, and then he saw mine, and he was like, "Oh,
I found this.
I can totally compete now."
No, it's actually just real stupid. But it made me chuckle at the moment. So it's like, and then I. How about the best paint job you've ever seen? What I really liked was truck runs and drives great, has complete fuel line, spark plugs, wires, ignition coil, new fluids. This model didn't come with AC or power steering. No mention of the paint job situation with just zero masking. They've painted tire, they've painted windows, they've painted over the mirrors, they've painted the frame, they've painted the leaf springs, they've painted the exhaust pipe. They did remove the taillights, sort of, but
They
just
might have
Not
painted at
the
the
front.
same time they
headlights.
did their garage in the background. It's the same white.
it does look like that, yeah. It's just the least amount of F's given possible. And I thought it was funny. That was it. Okay. All right. That's our show. Oh boy, what is that?
Oh dear! Oh, we saw the Matrix. It
talk
came
to the
true.
Neo, Neo, we could use a little help down here.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you vote for Kurt or ZK for your favorite best find of the week. Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
I'm going to sleep.
Cool.
Adios.